Good evening, I'm Douglas, and you're watching World News Channel. Tonight, we begin with breaking developments from South Sudan, where deadly clashes between government troops and opposition forces have claimed the lives of at least 75 civilians since February. That's according to a statement released by the United Nations Human Rights Chief Volker Turk. As the fragile peace agreement teeters on the edge, the United Nations is sounding the alarm over growing humanitarian and human rights concerns. Dozens more have been injured, and thousands forced to flee their homes as fighting continues between forces loyal to President Salva Kiir and those backing his political rival, Vice President Riek Machar, who was reportedly detained in March. The violence has reignited fears of instability in the world's youngest nation, which emerged from a devastating civil war just 7 years ago. According to the UN, the South Sudanese army has launched air, river, and ground offensives against Machar's SPLA-IO forces in Jonglei and Upper Nile states. Civilian areas have not been spared. One strike even hit a medical facility run by Doctors Without Borders. Just this week, Machar's allied forces launched a counter-offensive in Jonglei's Fangak County, forcing even more civilians to flee. The UN estimates that more than 125,000 people have been displaced since mid-April. Volker Turk also raised alarm over arbitrary arrests and a rise in hate speech, saying dozens of opposition politicians, army officers, and civilians linked to the SPLA-IO have been detained. He's calling on all parties to pull back from the brink and recommit to the 2018 peace agreement that had, until recently, held the fragile calm. This renewed violence threatens to worsen what is already a dire humanitarian and human rights situation in the country. As tensions continue to rise, the international community is closely watching South Sudan, urging restraint and a return to peace. We'll keep following this developing story and bring you the latest updates as they unfold. Thank you for joining us for now. I'm Douglas, and this is World News Channel, delivering clarity in a complex world. Stay safe and good night.